Hey guys and girls, it's finally here. I want to apologize for getting this one out a little late, but Trails in Cold Steel 3 is here. We're gonna jump back into the story. I managed to grab up the Amazing Thor's edition, and I love it to death. It's one of my favorite collector's boxes. Yeah, if you didn't see the first three parts, I'm gonna link to the last one on in the description. We will be starting after the demo's end, which is the end of the prologue, and we're just gonna go from there. I'm excited for the full game. I can't believe it's here. I'm ready to play this beautiful, beautiful tale, and see what happens with my kids. I got all my students to take care of. This is gonna be an interesting ride. Saturday. The 15th of Saturday is Saturday. Okay. Yeah, look at Tita with all her little friends. Tita's a popular kid. This is a nice little town. It's a good-looking day. 9 of all. All of them going back into the campus. There's one of the teachers. The dude from Crossbell, which I am still hoping we get. I can't wait for the Crossbell arc. I want it so badly. I wish we got the Crossbell arc first, if I'm honest, but it's fine. The Cold Steel games kind of stand up on their own. Whose room is that? Who was drawing a sword? Ah. Kurt!
Okay, all set. We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana. Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials.
Strike!
Look at Kurt being badass.
Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight.
Rude. I have skills. Other than my Divine Knight.
Oh.
These two, I ship them so hard.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Huh?
You know, when I slapped you. I know it wasn't your fault, and I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too. but have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great
Rude.
Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Yeah, can you say a normal compliment? It's kind of
Like I
backhanded.
said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hey, they're making friends.
Hello, you two. Good
Happy
morning.
about that.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that
Spy
is
stuff.
confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence
third
would
wheel.
be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Very true. Altina's kind of to the point. Not her fault, though. I want to say.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere. It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard, especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
Ah, yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have
I'm
to
kind of
give it
interested
110% here.
in what the main campus looks like and what they did with it.
Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means class 7.
Well, well. If it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
You're...
I think he's in class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebonia. Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
What?
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob story
Wow,
country.
what a bastard.
Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore, huh?
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy, but that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further after school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for, but the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
Oh,
She's from Class 9, Military Finance.
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
you all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
You too, pretty lady.
What's that blonde guy's
no.
problem?
Rude people.
I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not
Me.
us exactly, but...
Oh, shoot!
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus, Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to
The
look
good
forward
days.
to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all.
Toa's always a bright moment in the day. I always love just hearing her.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
Chapter 1, Reunion. I like the sound of that already. It sounds like we're going to be meeting people that we haven't hung with in a while. First period.
This is the formula. You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
It looks like alien language. Political economics.
This is known as gross domestic product. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
Field training.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
Just going through the paces. Erebonian history.
The War of the Lions, said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning
Hey,
a
they
lot.
like me. She's
So
just like head
dashing.
over heels. We can't do that, all right? You're a student. That relationship is not possible. Green-haired girl that I don't know yet. Looks like that's it for today. How'd you guys hold up? Tired. I was prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so. Are you piling more work on just as we're getting used to the old pace? Not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourselves for even more work down the road. If only there weren't so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day, is it not? That's right. In fact, I was just about to explain. Alright, the entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How is it different than a normal day off? Think of free days as normal school days, but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Heimdallr for the day. Wow, that's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. That doesn't sound too bad, though. Well, it's just one of the things that makes Thor's Thor's. However, though, you're generally free to choose what you do. There's one mandatory task tomorrow. You need to choose a club to join. Really? A club? I hadn't thought there would be clubs at a school that was only just founded. It was a requirement from the principal herself. She said as long as we're using the Thor's name, student clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club as long as you have at least 2 members. We'll also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on the student council, where they'll work directly under the principal. Sounds dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here is too over the top. So we're being forced to choose then. We have until tomorrow, correct? Right. I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Understood. I'd prefer just having you assign me a club. Also, regarding the new course at the end of the week. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Panzer Soldat training? That's right. The training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this weekend. The special lessons? I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even us instructors have been filled in on it. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you lead the class here, Altina? Understood.
Stand. Bow.
School building, first floor. Instructor's room. Well, tomorrow is the free day. It is essentially a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join a briefing at 3 p.m. A briefing? It's starting to sound real military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about... That's correct. The special lessons that will be held next weekend. I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, eh? If it's the top secret, I'm guessing it's gotta be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. All the students will be joining in for these lessons, correct? Correct. Without exception, all students and teachers from classes, whatever will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to the tactical conference room in the main building. That is all. Sheesh, he's the picture-perfect model of a hard-ass RMP guy, that's for sure. The way I hear it, things are only gonna get more army-flavored around here. Yeah. Seems that way to me, too. And that keep place, the Panzer Soldats, and the freight train. For Branch Campus, this place is far too well equipped to just be some throwaway pawn. Yeah, that's true. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much Mira was spent here. What bothers me, though, is where is it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, what are they expecting in return from us? Man, what have I gotten myself into? Get me out of this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but... Come on now, I'm just kidding. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibilities like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seem like they're gonna be a fun group to work with. Anyway, I think I'll head out. Let's both go check up on the kids. See if they need help with their big club decisions. Yeah, got it. Well, see you later. I can't help but feel like there's a wall between us. Really? I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk with, and he seems to care for his students. No, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just a year ago I fought against one of his comrades. Oh yeah, the dudes in the sewers. Lloyd and them. So I don't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. And honestly, I can't really blame him. I mean... Anyway, I'll go check on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't going to be easy for them. Yeah, good point. I've said it before, but let's both keep doing our best. I wonder if Lloyd and just didn't want to convert to the Empire and they went on a run. Now then, school's done for the day. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student. Kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around the campus to get a feel for it. I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it. And if they got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and the other faculty members. Key events, character locations, quests, bonding moments are in yellow, and we have other events. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff that we can mess with around here. I can only move to these two areas. Why can't I, like, go... Alright, let's go talk to... is that Toa? I think? I'm also probably not going to be reading all this because this game has a lot of talking. As far as like the side stuff goes. We don't have a clerk, so I just take care of it on the weekends. Yep, Toa's doing everything like usual. Student notebooks. Ah, okay. Interesting. So I have to find my students. They're not on campus though. Maybe I can't fast travel because I haven't been there yet. Probably. So now we have the rooftop, right? Hey, Altina. What are you doing? She's just having a nice sit. Regarding tomorrow's mission. It's on you, Altina. Like, what do you want to do? We want you to kind of have your own will, I guess, in a sense. Wasn't I supposed to give her the handbook? Darn it, Reen. Oh yeah, now I have the rooftop, okay. What is this? There's something on the first floor I need to see. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of shocking. Valimar and I weren't put on the front lines. To bend to this bastard's will, basically. He's straight up a Palpatine. He's controlling everything to his wishes. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Me over her. I'm sure people wouldn't mind. Okay, we're in town. Well, we're on campus, not in town. Cafeteria? Let's go to the courtyard. Oh yeah, because they know each other,
This one's on me.
if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, thank you so much.
Should start calling you instructor. She's not the brainsy type, I guess. Sorted forbidden relationship. Ah, the gentleman, yeah. The one we fought. I'm right here. That's some weird karma that I'm teaching basically the people I fought against. Hooking us up with the recipe book. Yeah, I get the guys of recipes and original dishes and stuff. We'll keep that in mind. Let's go to the field, and then we can head over to the hangar. Let's see who's chilling in there. Oh, Tita. It's Tita! God, the memories of Trails in the Sky.
My name's Tita Russell. I'm in Class 9, Military Finance. Nice to meet you again, Instructor Schwarzer.
Look at Tita though. She's come so far now. Like, she's working on paying her soul outs and everything. Yeah, she's involved in with them, and well, yeah, there's things, her past with her family. Professor Russell's her grandfather. Quartz synthesis. Like any quartz at the workshop. You can use the workshop by talking to Tita, selecting modify ordnance. Do I have to actually do one?
I'll help!
Let's do a tier.
Thanks.
Why'd she sound so nasally right there? Reminds me of George. She has that quality. Oh man, George. He's a good dude. He made all our like repairs and stuff like that, and did all the technician stuff. And the main branch. Gonna have a hard time. She is, but I think she can do it. Okay. I made a tier, but I think I already have tier, right? Yeah, like I already have a healer one, so I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'll get it to somebody else though, for sure. Once I get my party back. What's up, Valimar? I'm glad to hear it. He's so nice. He doesn't want her to overwork herself. Gym. It's from the club building. Alright, so we'll go into the club building, and then from there we can head to the gym and go talk to Kurt. Damn, he caught all three of them. One swipe. Dope. Yep, that's very true. She's amazing. I love her. Can I at least give him the book? Why? Why don't you just hand it to them? Have I not talked to everyone yet? I thought... Is it just everyone in general and then that probably? Alright, I actually think though I'm gonna end it here, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next part we will end the day and see what comes out of it.